Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. So if you're watching this video, then hopefully you've already seen our announcement video, but if you haven't and you're very confused, then I will link that below, so maybe go and watch that one first and then come back and watch this one. But yes, I can finally announce that we are expecting a baby. Yay! I'm so excited. I am now 6 weeks pregnant. You might be thinking that's really early to be telling everyone. Don't you want to get past the initial first trimester, 12 weeks. But if you're seeing these updates, then that means that we have got to that point, we've had our scan, everything's okay. So my plan is hopefully to film one of these a week and to have started it from, I wanted to start it from 5 weeks, but I'm starting it from 6. So this video is going to be a little bit longer and more ramblier than the normal ones. I'm going to try and keep them like quite short and snappy, but I've just got a lot to tell you and I'm really excited, so I thought this one could just be the long one, and then subsequent weeks they can just be that bit shorter. So this one I'm just basically going to tell you about how we found out, a bit about how I've been feeling and all of that stuff. So we found out at 4 weeks and 1 day to be precise, and we were planning on filming a pregnancy journey video. So basically what that would have been is each month when we did the test, it comes up, say negative for example, and then we would film that and our response, and then just track the journey. This was our first month of trying. Obviously we got married in August, and it just happened straight away for us, which I know is so unbelievably lucky. I don't take that for granted for 1 second. Believe me, I know how long this can take some people and how heartbreaking it is when it doesn't happen. But obviously I'm just going to be honest about what our journey has been so far. And making these videos makes me so paranoid, can I just say, that something is going to go wrong. Like, I feel like I'm jinxing it every time. That's why I'm not even gonna edit these videos until a bit later on down the line when I feel a little bit more safe. But yeah, I feel so like paranoid. I'm such a pessimistic person. But anyway, where was I? And we found out at 4 weeks and 1 day, and I would kind of explain to you how I found out, but we actually filmed it for that pregnancy journey video. So even though the footage is not great, we didn't expect a positive result, so we didn't I don't think there's lights even on, it's so dark, but I thought you might like to see this just raw emotion of us finding out. And the camera even cuts out before we've like finished like fully celebrating, so it's not the greatest bit of footage, but it is the real actual in the moment us finding out. So I'm going to put that here for you guys to see. And we are waiting. What? Nothing. What did you say? I just said we are waiting. I think it's difficult for me because like I want to be excited but then I don't want to jinx it, so I'm a bit nervous at the same time. I think it's going to be very unlikely, like the first try. Like, I'm not going to get upset. No, I won't get upset, but you still get that like couple of minutes of panic whilst you're doing it. Isn't even opening. Okay, I'm going to have to go and help her open it. What do I do? What side do I pee on? What do you do? Don't you take the cap off and there's a little... Yeah, can you just get me the instructions again? If I'm being honest, I think in this instance it's going to be a not pregnant, but you never know. A second line has to form this side.
Where?
It says in the instructions that there.
Oh, I see. Positive, negative, invalid.
So your negative is all going to the...
Oh, I can see a line.
Where?
Very faint line. Don't touch it, you've got to leave it still.
So we've left it for a few minutes now. Kate has got ridiculously nervous. You're supposed to leave it for 10, but because Kate's really, really nervous, we're now going to check it out for a couple of minutes. I'd say 3 minutes, not even that. Right, go on then, go and have a look.
What do you think?
I think it's a negative. Your 2 lines on it. Don't cry.
I knew it.
I know you did.
You knew it.
Come here. Oh. I hope
these are tears of joy.
I'm just so shocked.
Why are you shocked?
That is the clip of us finding out. I don't know if you could see in the video, but this was the test that we found out with, and I've got another one here just to be double sure. I don't know if anyone thinks it's gross to keep these because obviously you have weed on them, but they're covered up, so I don't really find it gross. But I've never used one of these ones before where the line comes up, and I thought I was going mad, but I could see it straight away. And you're supposed to leave them for about 10 minutes, but we left it for about 3, came back, and sure enough there was 2 very distinct red lines there, and I just couldn't believe it. And the 2 lines, even though the one that comes up that means you're pregnant has faded quite a bit, it's still there. So with the clear blue digital ones, even though they're better because they can date your pregnancy and things, they go off after 24 hours, so there really is actually no point in keeping that. But this one, I don't know if it will last forever, but it's still going strong. So that's the test that we used to find out. And yeah, we were so shocked, but I kind of knew as well because the way I was feeling, like I recognised it straight away. Like earlier on in that day, I remember I was putting my makeup on and I just was like staring into space like this because I was so tired, and I just suddenly like jumped out of it and I just thought something's not right here, and my boobs hurt. I found out at 4 weeks and 1 day. I'm now 6 weeks pregnant, and it's gone by like really slowly. I can't really explain it, but I've said to Ricky, like, I feel like I'm back at square one again. Like, I got so far with my other pregnancy and Archie was born and everything, and like you're at the 40-week mark and you're like properly pregnant, and now I feel like I'm back to square one, and it's gonna take so long to get there, which is probably a really weird feeling, but it is the feeling that I initially have. I'm very, very, very excited, and so is Ricky, and Archie knows he's going to be a big brother, and there's a baby in mummy's tummy. Like, he doesn't get what that means, but he can. When we ask him, he does say he's going to be a big, and he says brother. So it's really, really, really cute. That's kind of where we're up to so far on how we found out and everything like that. And we've just recently told all our families as well, because we told our families just after we found out with Archie, so we thought we would do that again. I wouldn't be able to keep it a secret from them all until 12 weeks, and I wouldn't really want to, even though it would stop them worrying, but I wouldn't want to keep it a secret. But obviously everyone else, we're waiting for the 12-week mark to tell them. So yeah, that kind of gets you up to date with how we found out and everything like that. Now I'm going to go on to what I'm going to try and do each week, you know, update you on how the baby is growing this week, how I'm feeling, and anything that happens in that week. So first of all, I will quickly tell you about my new apps that I downloaded. So the first one I downloaded was Baby Centre. I remember having this one with Archie. It's a really good one. It tells you how what the size of your baby is that week. So at 6 weeks the baby is about the size of a lentil, and it gives you a picture of what the baby looks like, which at this stage is very kind of alien-esque, and gives you a bit of information about the baby's stage. And then it gives you like topics to read every single day, like bleeding gums in pregnancy, is it safe to change cat litter, 5 tips for a healthy pregnancy, all of those kind of things. So that's a good one to have. And then I also got the one that's called Pregnancy. I had this with Archie. It also gives you information about the stage that you're at, and it gives you a picture, week by week picture. This one is a little bit more basic, but it tells you each week the size, the length, and gives you like a bit of knowledge about how you're feeling and the baby and everything like that. And then a new one that I found this time, it's called Pregnancy again, but the actual app is called Sprout, and I don't remember having this last time, so maybe it didn't exist. And I think this one is my favourite in a way, because I'm sure it is very basic and not that true to what an actual fetus at this stage looks like, but it's almost like having a 4D scan of a baby. Like, I'll do a close-up of this, but you can go all the way around it, you can see what it looks like, you can see its heart beating, it gives you information and all of that stuff. It just is really cool. You press on this little button and it shows you what the size of the baby is. This week it is the size of a pea, so varying sizes on different apps as well. But yeah, I just thought that was so cool. I didn't have this before, so Sprout is a pretty good one. They're just 3 apps that I've downloaded this week that I'll probably use every single week throughout the pregnancy. It's very hard for me to say exactly what the baby's doing each week because right now I don't know, like I can't feel the baby moving, and it's all very unknown until that 12-week scan. With Archie we had a 5-week and a 7-week scan, and this time, unless something doesn't feel right, then we'll obviously be waiting till the 12-week scan. So it's very, like, you're in a very weird stage where you just don't know. But in terms of me, I felt quite sick. I haven't been sick, but just every now and again feel quite sick, and I've been off a lot of food. I feel like I'm hungry, but I don't fancy anything, and this was one of the reasons I actually realised I was pregnant as well, because I kept saying to Ricky, like when he would go to the shop or make something to eat, like I don't know what I want, and he ended up like not shouting at me but just kind of getting a bit frustrated, like, well, you don't tell me what you want to eat, I don't know, I'm not a mind reader, and I started crying, and then after that I was like, yeah, you're way too emotional. So I literally just don't fancy anything, but then when I do fancy something, like I just have to have it. I wouldn't say there's anything in particular at the moment, it's a really weird feeling. I just feel like ugh all the time. I'd say the biggest symptom, which is what got me last time, and I know it's going to be the same this time, is the tiredness. It's not normal tiredness, it's literally you feel exhausted from the minute you get up to the minute you go to bed, like. And I remember saying this in one of my pregnancy updates with Archie, I literally don't even want to go to the kitchen to get a drink. I want to cry because that feels like too much effort. I know that sounds so lazy, but it is the way that I feel. I just can't help it. Like everything is such an effort. Getting ready is an effort. Filming and editing videos is an effort, and that all the things that I really enjoy doing. So I'm hoping it's not going to last that much longer, and by the time I'm out of the first trimester at about 12 weeks it should ease off, because it did a lot with Archie and I had a really good second trimester with lots of energy and we moved house and everything, but I just, yeah, I feel so tired. So yeah, I think they're the main things right now. I'm aware this video is probably far longer than it was meant to be, so I will go now and try and edit some of this down, but I just want to say thank you so much for your kind words and love and support. It means so much to us, and we're all so happy and excited and a little bit scared as well to go on this journey again, but we're on it. So yes, I'm gonna go because I'll think of a million things more to say after this video, but that would be too late then, so I'll say them in my next week's video. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a big thumbs up so I know that you do want to see these weekly, because I'm aware that not all of you watch this channel for pregnancy and baby things, and there'll still be all of the other stuff that I do as well, but hopefully if it is something that interests you, that will excite you, and if it isn't, then this will just be kind of like an extra video. But let me know in the comments below, I'd really love your feedback. They won't all be this long. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!